welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am JuneaEvans, and I'm sitting here yet again with the presiding prelate, none other than Dorcas Allen of the Hot Hand Salon. Listen, she graced us with her presence again, yet again today, and we thank the Lord for the daughter. My God from Zion.
Hello, everyone.
So listen, we coming to you again with another episode of Shop Talk, and this is where we're discussing things that we've encountered in our day, our work week, whatever. But it happened at the shop, so why not talk about it at the shop? So listen, today we're discussing how to have a healthy work-life balance. How to have a healthy work-life balance. When is too much work at home too much? When is too much home at work too much? Where do you draw the line? Where's the balance? At what point can you see when one is overwhelming the other? Come on, let's talk about it today.
Great points.
When it's enough, when it's too much, when it's enough. Why are they commingling these two different places? Let's talk about it today. How?
Well, I'm always working. Always working. So that is a daily work in progress for me to be able to balance work and home. So it's one of those things I feel like you have to be intentional about. Okay. Especially these days. Everybody's in the hustle and bustle of getting things done, moving around, or I'm hustling, I'm trying to get it done. I'm a boss, I gotta do everything at one time. But you definitely have to have balance. You definitely have to be able to say, okay, I've done too much. Because if you don't make that choice before it goes too far, your body's gonna let you know, okay, absolutely, it's time. And I say you need to make that choice yourself before your body forces you to sit down, basically.
Absolutely.
So I think you just have to what am I trying to say? You just have to, I guess, level yourself. Don't push yourself too much. I like to write things out, plan things out, to be able to set goals. That way I won't have to overwork or overdo things. That's what I do. It don't always work out that way, but at least I try. I'm intentional about starting out, with the plan and being able to follow that plan. But sometimes things happen.
That's right.
And it does not always go that way, but you still come back around, bring it back full circle in order to start back with what you wrote down, to be able to not overwork yourself, not overwhelm yourself, because it can happen easy. It can definitely happen easy. So
absolutely,
that's my little tidbit to add in there.
I guess too, my next question is, how do you know when the two are starting to overlap? How do you know when it's gotten overwhelming, especially when you're trying to get your bag, and you're trying to boss up and you're trying to be at that next level? How do you recognize, in the midst of all of that, all of that go-getting, that your life and your work have overlapped? How do you notice that?
When things are going lack. When something, because you can have all these different jobs, but something is going to fall short, I feel. Okay. So you may be able to maintain it and be able to keep up with everything. Nothing's going lack. Everything is being up to par. But when things are starting to fall off a little bit, or you're like, okay, ooh, I forgot that. Ooh, I didn't do that right. Ooh, I messed that part up. It's like, okay, wait a minute. I need to slow down because I need to focus on one thing or only 1 to 2 things to not overwhelm my plate. So I feel like when things are start to fall lack, or you personally are feeling like you're just drained, you're pooped, when you wake up in the morning, you're tired, when you go to sleep, you're tired, I feel like you get to a point, you'll know, with those small little changes that, okay, I need to slow down. I need to pull back a little bit and refocus
That's right.
Because you don't want things to get to that point where you're lacking or you're messing up, because that can cost you money.
Right.
So, or can cost you, other things. So I feel like catch it before you get to that point.
That's right. You mentioned something else too that was, kind of profound to me. How you said if you keep going and going and going and not giving yourself, a chance to relax, relate, and release, then your body will let you know you done did too much.
Right.
How do you handle that? When you're going and then you're wondering why you don't have the momentum, to go anymore. What is it? What are the signals or things that you possibly could realize or recognize as to your body speaking to you saying, "Mama, okay."
Well, that could be different for everybody. Like some people, you can have migraines, headaches. You can be fatigued and tired. It starts your whole demeanor just looks like you're tired, you're wore out. Like you can have bags on your eyes. That can look different for everybody. It just depends on the person. I know for me, my body just tells me like you just need to get some rest. I just feel like tired, like I'm not getting enough sleep, enough rest. Me personally, I'm a night person. Like I can stay up 12, 1 o'clock in the morning. Still, my brain just always moving. Like when you're an entrepreneur and when you're a creative person, your brain is always just flowing. So it's hard to shut it down. So I have to force myself to, stop my brain from thinking. So I have to try to start early, as far as putting my phone down, turning the TV off, making sure I've showered and eating early. That way I can settle my body, in order to get rest at night. So your body will let you know for sure when it needs to take a break. So yeah.
Also, too, another thing I thought about was stress. When your life and your work are imbalanced, that can create an overwhelming sense of stress.
For sure.
And you don't even realize that you panicking and you all crazy, because you so busy, going for your bag and going and getting on your grind that you don't really realize you're stressing yourself out.
Right.
You creating this unnecessary, level of stress on your body. When you get a chance, go research and see if some of these things you're dealing with, because we just want to basically bring an awareness, see if some of these things you're dealing with could be related to stress. Baby, stress ain't just like, stress can be your heart aching. Why your back, is bothering you.
True.
Why your knees hurt. Come on now. Stress can manifest in more than one area.
That's true.
Other than just panic, and like, it's too much. I gotta trying to meet deadlines. Stress, like she said, because your body can be letting you know you're doing too much. Sis.
Right.
You're doing too much. So this is some of the things we just want to make you aware of. Check that balance. Check that work-life balance.
Yeah.
See if, work is kind of overlapping into home. Ooh, let's talk about that into home.
It can definitely do that. You have to be able to, yes, you have a job, you have an obligation, to carry out what they hired you for.
That's right.
But you have to be able to take care of yourself. That's right. You have to put you first. Like we had a client just yesterday that said she had a project at work and she had to get it done. So she was up, like she pulled an all-nighter to get the project done. Like I think she may have finished at like 3, almost 4 o'clock in the morning, to the point to where she was going to lay down to try to go to sleep, but she said, you know what, I might as well just take a shower and go ahead and get ready for work, because it was gonna be an hour of sleep. So like doing that type of stuff is not healthy. You shouldn't have to do that to, be so pressured to do things like that. So you have to take a step back and like, hold up now. Like, I can't put this job before my own well-being. So things like that I feel are unhealthy. And if you're having to do things like that, you need to reevaluate, your job. You need to reevaluate your time, because you could be, not a good time manager. So you just have to say, wait a minute now. If I gotta be pulling all-nighters, something's not right. So figuring out what you need to do to make those adjustments in your life, basically.
You know something else I thought about too?
You sure thinking a lot.
Listen to me. You know these people hire you. Let me tell you something. They hire you because they see value in you.
True.
They see how you can enhance them, so they won't have to put in the work. And so now here they go, they adding, unnecessary stress and making all these requirements of you because they see that you have the capacity and the capabilities to be able to do it. And because you're just trying to keep your job, you doing it.
Right.
But what you don't realize is how somebody, putting that much stress on you is actually devaluing you.
Right.
Or you're allowing yourself to be devalued. Can I just be real about it? Because they hire you to take off some stress off of them.
Right.
I don't care if it's Walmart. I don't care if it's a law firm. I don't care if you're a doctor. You are serving a purpose. You are serving someone else. Unless you are in your own, official capacity, where you are entrepreneur, but then you still serving your clients. And you still got to have a balance. So understand, that, when you go out and you're doing these tasks and you're performing your job duties, see if it's causing you to lower your standards, or if you're being devalued by all of this extra work that's being put on you.
True. That's true. That goes back to like evaluating, saying, okay, look, if you know what your goals are, you know what your visions are for your life. So, stress isn't a part of it. Being overwhelmed isn't a part of it. So that goes back to you, like you said, just reevaluating what needs to be done to take that pressure off of you. And I feel like a lot of people's pressure comes from the workplace, especially if you're in corporate. Like corporate has so many deadlines and quotas that you have to meet. So they can put so much pressure on you by having to meet those deadlines. So just reevaluating what what your plan is for your life as far as your career, and making a shift, making a change if you need to. Don't feel so bound to staying in that one place. I mean, you never know. You can have another place that you can go, another thing that you can do in life as far as your career that don't put pressure on you to perform. To don't put pressure on you to just meet their quota when you can probably be meeting your own quota if you you may not have to work for a corporate office for the rest of your life. So hey,
come on here.
That's my little tidbit.
That's
girl.
the presiding prelate. Come on, listen. Evaluate your own qualities. Evaluate your own, your own capabilities, your capacity. Are you doing so much for somebody else that you could be doing for yourself? When is the time? When is that point in time where you need to flip the script and make your boss your client? Y'all even catch that? At what point in time does it become too much? Where you around here making life decisions in the bathroom at work
for somebody else.
Do I feed the family tonight, or do I risk getting into this argument with my husband, or do I stay here overnight and finish this project? Come on now. We got to have a balance.
Yeah, that's too much.
We got to have a balance because see, your home matters too. You around here wondering why you and your husband, y'all always rolling y'all eyes at each other every Wednesday and Friday.
Yeah, because y'all don't know each other. Because you're always at work. So have a balance. I don't mind taking a break, taking a vacation, taking a ride across to the water.
That's right.
Like, I don't mind. So give yourself some grace to take a break if you need
Grace
one.
to break. I love that.
Yes.
Grace to break. All right. So listen, to sum it all up, how do we manage having a healthy life-work balance? How you manage it? So we're going to get our closing remarks from our presiding prelate. What you think? Come on. What you think?
My closing remarks. Go watch what I just said. That's it.
We're trying to sum it up
That's
because
the word.
we gave a
Oh, my God.
Live right.
That's the word. Live right.
Yes, Lord.
Seriously though, like
that's right.
in order to have some balance, you have to know your limitations. Know where you know how far you can go. And if you've reached that peak point where you feel like you about to jump, don't jump. That means you need to pull back.
Don't jump.
Pull back.
Don't jump.
And sit and reevaluate what you have going on. So I mean that's the word.
That's the word. Listen. And also it's about knowing who you are. You know, we done mentioned it before in the video. Knowing who you are. Understanding your worth.
Oh, of course.
Your value. Listen, if you being stressed out, you know, if you can't hardly sleep, if the top of your if you losing hair.
Right.
My God, from Zion. If you keep biting your fingernails and you ain't never bit them before, that's a problem. If you around here losing weight and you ain't went to damn gym, come on now. You got to understand your value and your worth. How much do you mean to yourself? You ain't got to always keep wearing that wig because you don't feel like doing your hair. Come on, how much do you value yourself? You ain't got to be ashy and your skin falling off your body because you don't take the time to moisturize. Come on, it's these little small things, you know, that can give you signs that you are overwhelming yourself. You doing too much, sis. So listen, take the time, like Dawkins say, and evaluate these things. Look at this stuff, and when you need to make time for yourself, do it.
Yeah.
Come on, it's okay to say no. I'm finna say that for the people in the back. It's okay to say no. Even, come on, to your boss. If you have to. I mean, I ain't saying don't go up in there acting no fool. Now, don't go in there lose your job. You wisdom. If you know you getting to a point where you need to take a few minutes, a few days, a few hours, you might have to build up that confidence to say, I can't do this right now. I can't do that right there. I can't take this on, you know, because you know you got to live to see tomorrow. You got a family, you know, because you don't know how stress might be hating on you. You know, you don't know how being overwhelmed might disrespect you. Come on now, this stuff is real. You know, we laugh about it, but it's serious. Evaluate, you know, your life, your situation, your circumstances, and take time for yourself. Listen, balance that thing out. Weigh the options, you know, and do what you need to do. Listen, to survive, because you're worth it. You're worth it. So listen. We thank you so much again for coming to sit with us on this episode of Shop Talk. So if you have not done so already, please like and subscribe. We love to see you in the comments. You know, if you have any other Shop Talk subjects that you would like for us to talk about, jot it down in the comments. Let us know how you felt about this Shop Talk and other Shop Talks. And listen, until we meet again, the presiding prelate and I, we appreciate you for showing up. Listen, like and subscribe. Also, if you have not done that, please let YouTube know that I am important as well. So listen, until we meet again, I wish you more light, more love, more grace. Listen, and more peace. Don't let nothing take your peace, y'all. Until we meet again.